You think change takes time, but really it takes intensity. Neuroplasticity accelerates under emotion. Every craving resisted at its peak becomes a high voltage update. The harder it feels, the harder it rewires. Pain is proof that the brain is paying attention. And so for me, I've been on a reporting live from the best you there is. I'm already there because I already see it. This video found you if you're about to make a decision in any way, shape, or form that feels right today, but will cost you absolutely everything tomorrow. And you don't even know it yet. Maybe it's the shortcut. Maybe it's the easy way out. The compromise, the bargain that you're going to make with yourself that is going to get you seemingly to where you want right now. But deep down, it's going to low-key mess up everything that you're building in the future. And you're standing at the crossroads and you're like, no one's going to know. How will they know? No one's going to know. It's just this once. I can tell the group chat about it 3 weeks later when the shame wears off. I can get back on track just as quickly as I got off. The truth is, though, that short-term gains always cost you in the long term. And I know it sounds cliche, but let me explain. Proverbs 19:1 says, better is a poor man who walks in his integrity than a rich man who is twisted in his speech and is a short-sighted fool. God's saying it's better to have nothing right now and keep your word than to have everything right now and lose your integrity, lose what makes you, lose your trustworthiness. Why? Because integrity is long-term. Integrity is doing what you said you were going to do when you were going to do it. Shortcuts are short-term. Cheating is short-term. When you walk in integrity, first of all, when you walk in, think about the kind of people you want to be friends with. Think about the kind of people you want to do business with. Think about the kind of people you want to hang around with. People who do what they say they're going to do, who come when they say they're going to come, who don't flake, who are not a box of cornflakes with a chicken on it. You know what I mean? Not a white box with a green chicken on it, like cornflakes. You know what I'm saying? When you compromise, when you walk in integrity, you're building something that lasts. When you compromise, I don't want you to ever forget this. It doesn't matter what you're building, how you're building it. Every time you compromise, you are building a brick that is guaranteed to collapse. You are putting in place a brick that is guaranteed to collapse and crumble. You're building something that's collapsing. So you're doing triple effort in one action, because not only are you taking a brick that's crumbling and putting it in place, you know it's going to crumble. So you're going to have to rebuild the whole structure, and then you're going to have to get another brick to replace that other brick. So 3 times the work is what you're doing whenever you let your structure crumble. Jesus said that he knew, and before I formed you, I knew you. Before I formed you, I knew you. Before you were in your mother, I knew you. Does that sound like someone who builds things that crumble? I remember going through this long, lengthy process of interviewing, and first of all, it was a really cool role, number one. I'd be like, dang, like, no way, I get to do that. I get to put that on my little LinkedIn. I get to whatever. And I'm just going through the process and I'm like, I feel guilty because I remember thinking that this is going to guarantee me, number one, a salary. Everything I want in the moment, more money, more visibility, because this was really client facing and got to like go places and talk about the thing and whatever, conferences, all of that stuff. More success right now. But it required me to compromise something that I said I wouldn't compromise. It would have required me to give more of my time to building something else than doing what I was doing now. So even though that whole thing didn't work out, I was like, you know what? I think this was God's protection, because right now my heart is in a place over here. It's here. This would have made my heart turn over here. A lot of my time would have been here. And even though here was giving me what I wanted immediately, which is what I wanted this to give me right now, right? Immediately, it would this would have given me what this is going to give me in the future, right? And so then I would have been compromising. And so then I was like, once you get over the whole like didn't happen, even though I'm over all of this, I want it to happen now. It happened for the better. There's this thing, actually, let me read it to you because I like bookmarked it. You think change takes time, but really it takes intensity. Neuroplasticity accelerates under emotion. Every craving resisted at its peak becomes a high voltage update. The harder it feels, the harder it rewires. Pain is proof that the brain is paying attention. And so for me, I've been on a very strict regimen. And if you watched From Love Itself last week, I think it was, I basically told you about 66-day system, how it works, how you implement it. It's pretty intense. And so I was on a roll. And as one does who has a history of self-sabotaging, was like, let me just take a little break. Let me just take a day off. Let me just relax a little. I've been doing so good. And then being this close to compromising, I was like, wait a second. And I reminded myself of this tweet that said, the more you resist something at its peak, the easier it is for your brain to understand that you don't want to do that thing and it doesn't do that thing anymore. And so I asked myself, will this decision to cheat, to do this thing, I'll call it cheating, but like whatever, help or hurt the person I'm becoming 10 years from now? Help or hurt the person I'm becoming 10 years from now? If I want to help people do what I'm doing right now with myself, is this going to help or hurt me in doing that? It's going to hurt me. I wasn't asking, will this help me today? Will this help me for the hour? Or will this get me what I want right now? But will this help the person that I'm becoming in 10 years from now? Will this help her in any way? And the answer was clear. So I said no, and I went about doing what I should do. I'm aware that I'm not building for today. I'm not practicing habits for today. Otherwise, my tomorrow is going to look like today. My 10 years is going to look like today. My 15 years from now is going to look like today if I keep practicing, if I keep building for today. And if I'm building for 10 years from now, 5 years from now, however many years from now, and if I compromise today, right, which is cut down my integrity, I'm undermining everything that I'm trying to build for the future. This is what separates people from being one-hit wonders to people who continue to win. This is what separates, you see influencers or you see people who pop out on social and then they kind of just fade out and they don't actually continue, and there's no longevity and there's no actual career that comes out of it, or there's no continuation or expansion or growth in any way that is internal and therefore external, right? You'll see a common pattern where they focus, one is a short-term thinker and the other is a long-term thinker, right? What is that TikTok sound where it was like, I just needed the platform. I had the idea. I just needed the platform. There's a difference between people who have the idea and they just need the platform, and then people who have the platform and run out of ideas. I like that. The one who has the platform and runs out of ideas is the one who is probably chasing some kind of short-term quick hit, no future vision, no long-term thought. They are more focused on amassing, whereas the person who has the long-term vision, they have the idea already, and that idea is probably helping a lot of people. Otherwise, more people wouldn't come to their light. The Gentiles will come to the brightness of your rising, and kings to the, what is it? Gentiles should come to your light and kings to the brightness of your rising. The more you help people, the brighter you get. The more you help, that's a secret for anyone who wants to be like a content creator or anyone who wants to be like an influencer long term, who sees it as a long game, right? Influencing doesn't happen unless there are people on the other receiving end of what you're doing. Selah. Okay, Selah. Thinking long term doesn't mean you don't get results today. This also works with investing. Thinking long term doesn't mean you don't get results today. It actually means the opposite. It means that the results you get today are factored into the results you'll get tomorrow. That goes for anything, but it means you're building towards something that's more lasting. So here's what you're going to do the next time you're tempted to compromise, the next time you're tempted to self-sabotage, essentially, to break your word for a quick win or for a quick dopamine hit or for just a quick way to massage your feelings. Before you say yes, ask yourself this one question. Will this decision help or hurt the person I'm becoming 10 years from now? So close your eyes, take a deep breath in, take a deep breath out. And I want you to imagine yourself 10 years from now. Everything has gone to plan, according to plan. Everything has gone better than you could ever imagine. So you're just even looking at the surface of how good it got. And it continues to get better. Where are you? What are you doing? How much are you worth? How much do you give? Who's blessed because you are breathing and living and doing what you do? Where are you able to go? Where are you able to take other people? What does your closet look like? What does your driveway look like? What's in it? Who are your friends? Do you see that fabulous, beautiful life, vacation, all of these things? If you keep undercutting, if you keep sabotaging the things that you're doing today to get you there, you're not going to get there. And you will have no one to blame. Not the spirit within you, not the Holy Spirit, nothing. Because he wants you to get there. Arise and shine, for your light has come. The people who sat in darkness have seen a great light. The light will always show you where to go and in what direction. And the thing with following Jesus is that when you follow him and you live by the spirit that is within you, he will always lead you down the path that helps you bring the most people to your light, so that more people can come out of darkness into his marvelous light. That's his goal. That's the whole thing. Even if it's hard, even if you want it, even if saying no to the thing that you want in the moment is hard, even if you want it, I want you to remember my voice, remember this video, remember the girl 10 years from now, remember the person 10 years from now, remember how many people get to call Jesus blessed because she's doing what she's doing, how she's doing it, and that she was able to gain momentary dopamine to where she is now. Look up to today, did this. So And here's what's going to happen when you do this consistently. You're going to stop feeling like you're missing out, number one. You're going to stop second guessing yourself, because you'll realize that the people who win in the long term are the ones that, the people who win in the long run are the people, and I know I'm talking about winning a lot. Maybe Holy Spirit wants you to see it as a win for you. Who win in the long run are the ones who think long term. I have vision. You're not chasing shortcuts. You're not chasing shortcuts. You are not chasing shortcuts. You're not after a shortcut. Shortcuts have like probability of not getting you there in the first place. You're building integrity, and integrity is what lasts. You just saw it in the book of all books. Mwah. I love you. God loves you, and I'll see you tomorrow.